Hi students, welcome to this next chapter titled What Comes Next? The objective of this chapter is to find common links and similarities. In this chapter, some group of numbers or letters or figures are given which follow a certain rule. You have to identify the next number or letter or figure in the series which follows the same rule or pattern. Let's have a look at this example. Let us find out what comes next. Look at all the options carefully. Option A, B, C, or D. Does the first picture reappear in the pattern? No, so we know that it is not a repeating pattern. Do you think the shape changes in a regular way? Look at the shapes and observe how they change. Each shape is bigger than the one before it. The line on the right-hand side of the shape moves across, while the line on the left-hand side remains the same. Now you know how the shapes are changing. Let's check each answer to know if one of them would be the next shape in the sequence. For this sequence, you are looking for a shape which the left-hand line is the same and the right-hand line is the one stage further across. Let's look at each option closely. The correct answer must have the left side same and the right side should be one stage further. If you compare all the options, you will find out that option A fulfills the requirement to be in the series. Hence, the correct answer is option A. Let's have a look at the second example. Let's find out what comes next in this series. Look at all the options carefully. We have option A, B, C, or D. Let us understand the explanation. Does the first picture reappear in the pattern? Do the shapes change in a regular way? Does the position of any of the parts change? Is the change in position related to angle? If you observe all the watches, you will notice that the difference between each watch is of 2 sections. Now look at all the options carefully. Which option do you think fits next in the series? So, work through all possible answers to find the stopwatch. Option A is 4 sections further. Option B, 6 sections further. Option C, same position. Option D, 2 sections further. So, the answer is option D. Let us have a look at the second example. Find out what comes next in the series. Look at all the options carefully. We have option A, B, C, or D. Look at these figures in the series. Does the first picture reappear? Does the position of any of the parts change? Yes, every time the circles are in opposite direction and it's increased by 1. So the next figure must have 5 circles at the bottom side of the square in the same line. Hence, the possible answer is option B. Look at the next example and find out which option comes next in the series. Is it option A, B, C, or D? Look at the series carefully. Does the first shape reappear in the pattern? The next in the sequence must be exactly the same as the others. So, the answer is option C. Let's complete the series of these pictures. We have options A, B, C, and D. You will observe that the question type is a series based on a story. The above series speaks the story of a boy waiting for the bus to reach home. So the last figure in the series is a boy reaching his home. Hence, the answer is option B. Alright students, let us go through some classroom exercise to understand the chapter better. Let us find out which option comes next in the given series. We have options A, B, C or D. You will observe that time in the clock is increasing by 5 minutes in every next pattern. Pendulum is moving left, straight, right, straight, left and so on. Hence the time should be 3:25 and pendulum should be straight. Therefore, the correct answer is option B. Look at these blue boxes. Can you find out which one comes next in the series? We have options A, B, C or D. If you observe carefully, you will notice that the figures 1, 2, 3 and 4 are blue squares but with increase in shade and there is no repetition. Hence option B is the next darkest box. Let us have a look at the last example. Which figure will come next in the series? Is it option A, B, C or D? You will observe that the figures in the pattern are having similar curves and are increasing by 1. First figure has 1, second has 2, third has 3 and fourth should have 4. Amongst the options A, B, C and D, only option C has 4 curves. Hence, option C comes next.